All right, so Declan said that he was icky and or sticky. So this week's episode is on Mirelurks. I get all of my information off the Fallout Wiki, and I'm going to just say this ahead of time. Last week, I tried to put every variation of Yao Guai on screen, and the screen got a little cluttered.
There were so many.
There's even more for Mirelurks.
Are you going to put all of them?
No. I've actually already saved the pictures, and I want to say there's maybe because a lot of them are just variations of the same thing. And
excuse me?
What?
11 plus 1 to use.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
I'm going to have to censor that. My bad. I'm so sorry. Holy shit. Sorry, there's 11 plus 1 different types of pictures of Mirelurks. There's wait till you hear, because I wrote down every variation that's in every game. And wait till you hear how many there are, because I'm not putting that many on screen. You wouldn't be able to see it.
Just like scroll them by.
Like, I don't even think that's worth it. Like, it's just so much time. I'm not even kidding you, and I'd probably have to do 40 different individual pictures.
Jesus.
And that's just a lot of work, and that's like an extra hour of editing. And
yeah,
for,
really
you know what I mean? For 1, 2, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's worth it. So
it's really not, yeah.
Okay, so they're irradiated mutant sea creatures of slightly varied species. Now, in Fallout 3, the variants are a Mirelurk are a Chesapeake Bay blue crab. The Mirelurk hunters are Atlantic horseshoe crabs, and the kings are snapping turtles. And they're found around the Potomac, and in like subways and whatnot. Anywhere that like water would have gotten into, like sewers and shit. In New Vegas, there is a strain of mutated turtles that were native to Lake Mead and other large bodies of water, and they're referred to as just lake lurks. And they're only the kings.
Yeah.
Which
I do remember that. Like they were just like their own thing.
I never remember finding them.
I do. I remember them being creepy for some reason.
They're just kings, but like red.
Yeah.
And then in 4 and 76, they're more crab-like.
There's a shit ton.
They're more crab-like than they are in Fallout 3. Hunters are more based on lobsters, which makes a lot more sense with it being that it's more up north. And Boston, that whole area, is known for its seafood, which I'll say it now, and I'll say this the day I die, New England clam chowder is fucking piss.
You really think so?
Oh my god, yeah, it's like red. Or wait, no, what am I thinking of?
You're thinking of New York.
Yes, sorry. I apologize.
New England clam chowder is fucking good.
New England clam chowder is the good one. It's the only thing to come out of that area that's good. And that one I like. I don't know why I got that flipped up. I think it's...
I was going to say, like, clam chowder is fucking great. Dude.
Yeah, I think it's because normally I'm used to like, oh, it came out of New York. It's good. Like any food, most food that's come... Like, I mean, you go to New York, you get a bagel, you get a fucking slice of pizza, you get a hot dog off a guy in a cart. Like, it's the fucking best food you've ever eaten. But, like...
of course.
The clam chowder, what are you doing?
Yeah, they missed the mark on that one.
Yeah, okay, so their Mirelurks are more like crabs. The hunters are more like lobsters. Kings are less bipedal. They have more fins and a tail. And Mirelurk queens are bigger than behemoths. And I think they're based on hermit crabs.
I could see that.
There's nothing on the wiki that said that they were based on X, Y, or Z, but just from looking at it and looking at like how that entire game feels, I wouldn't be surprised if like the irony of the hermit crab grows into this monstrous thing. You know what I mean?
All I know is that every time I see a queen in Fallout 4, I get spooked.
I don't think they're that big of a problem.
I don't think they're that hard to beat. They just they creep me out the way they look.
Really?
Yeah. With all the little like little mandibles and shit.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so then I have just like a variation, like just real quick notes on a bunch of the ones that are more notable. Like I have a Mirelurk, which is in 3, 4, and 76. Generic Mirelurks that live in locations near cities and sewers. Softshell Mirelurks. They're weaker Mirelurks and they're green. They're in 4 and 76. Mirelurk hatchlings are only in 4. They're radroach sized and they hatch from eggs and they're instantly aggressive, which I thought was funny.
Yeah.
Just born mad.
Like you.
Yes. There's Mirelurk hunters, lobster-like and spits acid. 1 is based on a horseshoe crab in 3, and in 4 and 76 it's based on a lobster. Mirelurk kings live symbiotically with other Mirelurks. The Enclave terminals suggest that they are evolved from snapping turtles, and they use sonic blasts. There's Lake Lurks. They're kings, but on the west.
The West Kings.
Yeah, there's Mirelurk queens, considerably larger than any other Mirelurk, more dangerous, can take many mini nukes to the chest, and spawns hatchlings. And then there's Nukalurks and Nukalurk queens. Blue tint, and it comes from in.
They've just been marinated for a while.
Yeah, it's the water, the Nuka, the Quantum got into the water in the Nuka-Cola bottling plant in DC, and then Nuka World in Fallout 4, and the mutation kind of just made them glow. Okay, so here's all the kinds that are in the games. Fallout 3 has the Mirelurk Hunter, the Mirelurk King, and the Nukalurk. Point Lookout has the Swamp Lurk, which are just kind of like greenish. And then it has the Swamp Lurk Queen, but it looks like a king, but green. So
there's a lot.
Oh no, there's a lot, but it was just like I even clicked on the picture because I don't remember seeing them, and I was like, oh, a queen in 3, and it's just a king but textured green. Fallout 4 has I'm not even gonna say Mirelurk because it's gonna get redundant. Hatchling, Spawn, Softshell, Generic Mirelurk, Razorclaw, Killclaw, Glowing, Queen, Hunter, Glowing Hunter, Albino Hunter, King, Deep King, and Glowing King. Far Harbor has a Blood Rage Mirelurk. This is the ones that are just. It also has the other ones, but this is the ones that's just How do you say the word?
Suspicious?
No, suspicific. Fucking Pacific.
Specifically.
Specific. Thank you. I'm public school. Specific to Far Harbor is Blood Rage Mirelurks. Nuka World has a Nuka Hunter, a Nuka Spawn, Nuka Queen, Nuka Lurk, Nuka King. And then 76 has a Hatchling, a Spawn, a Glowing Spawn, a Scorched Spawn, a Mirelurk, a Softshell, a Razorclaw, a Killclaw, a Glowing, a Blood Rage, a Diseased, a Scorched, Mirelurk Crab, which I clicked on that and I was like, what is different? Like, why is Crab reiterated? And it doesn't say why. It's just a Mirelurk, but it's Scorched and then says Crab. So I don't know. There's a Straggler, a Hunter, an Albino Hunter, a Glowing Hunter, Scorched Hunter, Queen, Glowing Queen, Scorched Queen, Straggler Queen, King, Deep King, Glowing King, Scorched King. And then
there's so goddamn many.
Yeah, and then in Nuclear Winter, there's Prime Queen, Venomous Lurk, Hardshell Lurk, Vaporpal Claw, Vorpal, Vorpal Claw, Vorpal Claw Lurk, Relentless Hunter, Bloodthirsty Hunter, Savage King, and High King in Nuclear Winter. There's a lot. And I have a question. Yes. What are Mirelurks doing in West Virginia? I didn't think West Virginia was known for their crabs. Like, what's for dinner, Dad? Oh, I got some of those West Virginian crabs that you love so much, Billy. Like,
I mean, I could see how it could have kind of moved in from the coast.
Yeah, but it's 25 years. If it was like, oh, hey, it's 75 years, I'll give you that. But 25 years, I think we'd only really see them towards the East Coast part of the map. Which, I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't play the game anymore. So...
yeah, who knows? Yeah, I'm not really sure. I feel like it could make sense because between, like, Virginia and Maryland having such, like, important seafood, like
maybe
the bays and stuff, I could say maybe.
I was just sitting there, like, thinking about the times when I was playing 76, and I was like, I don't remember there being, like, large bodies of water.
Maybe the crawfish just got way too out of hand.
Maybe. I don't know. That's pretty much all I have on the Mirelurk. You want to say anything?
They freak me the fuck out. All of them.
Really?
Yeah, they're my least favorite enemy to fight against in the Fallout games.
Really?
Yeah, they spook me. I don't know, there's something about them. They're just so gross. The sounds they make, the way they just kind of like, the sharp claws come at you. Like, I'd rather fight a Deathclaw than a whole horde of
Really?
Mirelurks. Well, because the hard shell makes them so hard to kill.
I guess. I mean, did
I'm
you
just
ever
like,
shoot
yeah,
the shell
I've got
off?
the shotgun. Boom, boom, boom. You're not dying.
You can shoot the
Kill.
shell off.
I know, but it just takes a lot. They upset me.
I love what they look like with no shell. If I can find a picture of no shell, I'll put up a picture of no shell.
Yeah.
Rochelle, no shell. Haha.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're gross. They're icky, they're sticky, and I hate them.
I would like to eat one. I would like to try it, because think about how little meat you actually get out of a crab.
Yeah. That's a big-ass crab.
Yeah. Especially the hunters.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm not a big fan of lobster. I've had it a few times, but every time I have it, I'm just like, it just feels like an excuse to eat butter.
I mean, I like seafood. I like lobster, I like crab, but my favorite seafood's probably crab.
Really?
Or not my favorite seafood, my favorite crustacean.
What's your favorite seafood?
Swordfish.
Really?
Swordfish is fucking delicious. It's the steak of fish.
Really? I've never had sword. I only really eat fish if it's raw.
Yes, I mean, sushi is a great variant to have fish in.
Yeah. I don't really eat
If
it.
you have to have,
almost.
like, a filleted fish or, like, a baked or roasted fish. I like sea bass a lot, and I really like swordfish.
I like shrimp.
Shrimp? I can't get enough shrimp. I love
I like
shrimp.
shrimp a lot.
No, oh, man, now I want shrimp.
Dude, shrimp's fucking... I used to make, like, a lot of shrimp at once and then put it with pasta and then just eat it throughout the week. Dude, my cats love
Like as like a meal prep?
it. Yeah, my cats love it. They're like, yeah, we was making shrimp. Dude, I fucking love shrimp.
I love shrimp.
Cool. I think that's everything.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many. There's just so
There's
many.
just so many, and there's like...
And they're all gross, and I hate them.
Yeah, and there's not like a lot of info. Like, there's just basic information. Like, this one's weaker. That one can, like, they could have their shell shot off. This one's a little more dangerous. It's... There's on the wiki for 3, it actually says, like, what species, like
the scientific name.
Yeah, like the Greek name of like its species, like its its genus, its like phenotype. I don't know what I'm talking about, but like it actually says like the Latin name.
That's kind of cool.
Like I think gorillas, like certain gorillas, their literal names are like gorilla. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Yeah, it's like gorilla.
They're just very specifically a gorilla.
Yeah, okay. Western lowland gorilla. Scientific name, gorilla.
That's 3 whole gorilla in one.
It's almost 4. Wait, did you know Western lowland gorillas are believed to be one of the zoonotic origin of HIV/AIDS? What's zoonotic? ZOOONOTIC.
Maybe like with origin in animal.
Oh, hold on. There's a translate button. Oh, that makes more sense. Ronald Reagan is believed to be one of the driving forces of the origin of HIV/AIDS. So Western lowland gorilla gets translated to Ronald Reagan.
Okay, that makes a
That's
lot
neat.
more sense.
Yeah, because it was AIDS to get rid of the gays, and then crack to get rid of the inner city. But you know what the inner city actually means.
I mean, to Ronald Reagan, we know exactly what it meant.